The G310 GS, BMW's offering into the world of entry-level adventure motorcycles in the Indian bike market. Now this one seems to do everything just right, but the pricing is definitely unjustified, especially when you consider its main rival, the Himalayan, is half the price. And that brings us to the big question every adventure seeker is asking. Of both the bikes, the GS and the Himalayan, which one is better suited for your off-road, Ladakh and touring fantasies? But before we start, a big thanks to Let's Ride for the GS and to Vikhyat for the Himalayan. Of course, we are the off-road adventure zone to compare both the bikes over 5 different parameters. Without wasting much time, here is parameter number 1, the design. Though the Himalayan is longer by 115mm and taller by 130mm, the GS, it's wider, it's muscular, it's beefier, definitely has better road presence. This is also due to its wider tires at both the ends. Plus, the exhaust looks massive for a 300cc bike. Lastly, you also get alloy wheels on this one, though for pure off-roading, spokes are any day more practical. Round 1, however, has to go to the GS. On paper, the Himalayan has 98cc more, but develops 10 PS less, and this is a huge number. However, it makes up by offering slightly higher torque. Would the Himalayan catch up in performance? Let's see. The GS first. It takes 3 seconds to hit 60 and just 8 seconds to hit 100. That's pretty fast. The Himalayan, on the other hand, takes a lazy 4.4 seconds to 60 and 11 to 100. Huge difference there. This is also apparent in terms of top speed figures. While both the bikes do almost identical speeds in second and third gear, that is 85 and 105, the GS manages to do 140 very easily in the 6th gear. The Himalayan, on the other hand, struggles to get past 125 in the 5th gear. High-speed action is not its forte. That said, the Himalayan managed to do very well in terms of roll-on figures, or city riding where acceleration in mid-range is very important. For instance, in the 4th gear, the GS takes 7.6 seconds for the 40 to 80 run, and the Himalayan is not far behind, taking 9.4 seconds. Likewise, in the 5th gear, the GS takes 8.4 seconds for the 40 to 80 dash, and the Himalayan takes 9.8 seconds. So round 2 then again goes to the GS. It's quicker, it's faster, and it's punchier in the mid-range too. And that brings us to the most important aspect here. How are the bikes off the road? Mind you, we are not pros at off-roading. We don't do this every day, and hence the action you see here is very mild. But my experience on both the bikes did throw up a lot of surprises. The 310 gets its name from one of the best adventure tourers in the world, the mighty 1200 GS. And that makes you expect a lot. While the peppy motor comes handy and the suspension travel is superb, almost matching the Himalayan, the GS is tall, and that is a problem for most riders. Also, surprisingly, the GS, though lighter by 12 kgs, feels heavier at lower speeds. Don't get me wrong, this is a superb bike for adventure lovers, but it's just that when you get onto the Himalayan, you feel more comfortable, more in control when there is no road to ride on. Lower seat height, superb low speed manners, and because the power delivery is linear, or let me call it lazy, there are no unwanted jerks. It doesn't even stall easily, which the 310 is notorious for. The Himalayan left me impressed in this round number 3, but there is one big issue. ABS on the new Himalayan cannot be switched off, and that can leave you in tricky situations. Back on the road, the GS showed its true nature. It's flickable as speeds rise and you can overtake slow-moving cars more easily, but that said, vibrations remain. The engine is lift-off from the Apache RR310, a bike known for vibrations, and even in the GS, this issue remains to an extent. In fact, at 80 to 90 kmph, the Himalayan is as good or as bad as the GS. Lack of grunt is easily apparent on the Himalayan, and so are the poor mirrors. Further, the brake bite isn't as sharp, but this one sounds better than the GS. Traffic jams are where the Himalayan's low speed handling helps, and hence round number 4 of the city usage is a tie here. Parameter number 5, the pricing and the features. There's no denying the fact the BMW is one expensive motorcycle for a small capacity engine. At 3.49 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi, it's almost double that of the Himalayan. Of course, there are few things going in favor of the GS. A is the warranty, standard warranty for 3 years and unlimited mileage, and that can be extended to 5 years as well. And B are the financial schemes from BMW Financial. You can fund up to 100% of the ex-showroom price for up to 5 years. In terms of features, this one offers you a small windshield, a small luggage rack, fuel injection, and finally ABS on the Himalayan. However, unlike the GS, the ABS on the Himalayan is not switchable. You cannot switch it off, which can be tricky for your off-road fantasies. The GS on the other hand gets fuel injection, gets switchable ABS, and gets tubeless tires, something missing on the Himalayan. The display also on the GS is much more comprehensive, including a fuel economy indicator. And finally, the luggage rack on the GS is bigger and looks much better put together. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Now by now you must have guessed that good things in life do not come cheap, and the BMW is a perfect example. If I was in the market looking for an entry-level adventure motorcycle, I think I would still pick the Himalayan in spite of all those issues and niggles the bike is known for. Of course, I would also find a solution to these unsafe tube-type tires. What would you do? The more expensive GS or the more affordable Himalayan? Let us know in the comment section below, and to watch more such videos, guys, you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel.